Alright guys, how are you doing today? This is William Myers from Mantis Outdoors. Today we're going to be going through a haversack kit. Don't go away. Alright guys, so I got a lot of things on my Facebook and other emails saying, what exactly is the purpose for the haversack? Why not just throw everything in your pack? Things like that. So one of the reasons why I wear a haversack, or I carry a haversack, is, as you can see, I'm loaded, I'm ready to go. We're going to spend a weekend out in the woods. And I'm pretty much at the spot that I'm going to be staying at right now. So right now, all I have to do is just throw my bag off, put it into this dead cedar that's down here on the ground, and now I have the essentials that I need right on me. It's very, very light. I can go through the woods without getting tangled and snagged. This thing, I throw it right around my back, sits right on my lower back, and doesn't bother me any when I'm walking through the woods and things like that. And that's the reason why I have a haversack. I carry water and things like that we're going to be going through in here in a second about what I carry in the haversack. Alright guys, well, this is my haversack, and like I said, the majority of what I carry in my pack, 90% of that is shelter. Especially in the wintertime. That's going to be either a nice wool blanket or an MMS system, depending on the weather and what's going on. And other sheltering items as well. I do have emergency shelter and other things like that in this pack. We're going to be going through that here in a second. But, I carry other essentials in my main pack, but nothing that I can't live without what's in here, what's in the haversack. So like I said, I could just pretty much dump my main pack at camp and then go, fishing or set my traps, whatever I want to do with what I have in my haversack. Alright guys, so my haversack is made by the Hidden Woodsman. I'm going to do a special review on this right here. I just want to let you know who it's from. He is on Facebook and things like that, but we'll get into that in another video. But it's got some plastic buckles on it, which I don't mind too much, but I'm kind of a steel and leather buckle guy, but I mean that just drives the price up. These work just fine. You just got to make sure you don't crush them. Alright guys, so this is my haversack started open, and the first thing that's in here is a little sleeve. This came with the haversack. If you purchase this haversack, I have no idea if that comes with it or not. This is just probably something that he gave me a little extra, and I love it. Alright, so what is in here, this is the first thing that's in my haversack right here. All I gotta do is open it up, grab it. I don't have to access the rest, the main contents of this pack. And this is just a basic fire kit. It's pretty much on the primitive side. I carry in here flint and steel, some jute for bird's nest, a bunch of paper birches in there. And like I said, a flint and steel kit. Alright guys, so another thing that's in here that I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek on is a trayer tool from Trayer Wilderness. And I'm going to be doing a review on this as well really soon. I'm just getting myself acclimated to this tool and all that it does, and I've been using this thing pretty much non-stop. But I'm going to be doing a review on this. It's just kind of a sneak peek on it. It's a rasp, and then another file on the back. It's a steel striker, screwdriver, and what I use it for is tons of stuff, but primarily it could be an animal hide scraper or whatever. We're going to be doing that here in a little bit, but that's pretty much the contents of this. It's just a fire kit. And that's the first thing that's in my bag. On the inside right here has Velcro, and I mean I'm not a huge fan of Velcro, but it works. This is real heavy duty Velcro as well. But this is just where I keep all kinds of cordage at. This is about 20-foot hank of paracord, tons and tons of bank line. This is number 36. This is number 9, and I keep a bunch of jute. I mean, jute, not only is it cordage, this is enough jute. It's not very strong. It doesn't have the tensile strength that all this stuff does. But if I need to put up a quickie shelter, jute's going to work fine. It's gonna do what it needs to do. Plus, it's fire. There's enough material there for a million bird's nests. But that's just what I keep in that front pocket there. Alright, now the meat and potatoes of the bag itself. And the big thing is this kit, and this is from the Pathfinder store. And what I keep in the front pocket is just some eating utensils. This is from Sea to Summit. And it's just a spoon and a fork. I can fashion a spoon and a fork easy enough out in the wild, but if I don't have to, if if I can just carry this, it weighs less than, you know, I don't even know what it weighs, but it weighs way less than an ounce. Why not? I got fish mouth spreaders. This allows me to use my pot as a bail for over a fire. And this is a metal grate that goes over the stove that's in here, and we're going to show you that here in about 2 seconds. If you can't tell, I'm going a little bit quick because my battery is not lasting. Someone forgot to charge it last night. Megan.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Everything's all your fault.
Forgot to charge your camera.
I know, right?
Uh-huh.
I've carried this stove for a very, very long time. Not this particular one. This is actually brand new. I gave my old one to Megan. And it really comes in handy for throwing things on top of, you know, coals, and then getting your cup or bottle on top of that, and then boiling over top of coals. You know, the hottest point of your fire is not in your fire, it's just right above your fire. But it's really kind of hard to get it stable. You got to bend it the right way to make your cup or whatever sit on there. With this grill top, you just throw this grill top on, and it's just a platform that's ready to roll. You know, you can throw it on there however you want. It's kind of on an angle right now because it's on my back. But you don't have that problem of stabilizing your cup. And you can grill, you know, little pieces of food on here, like, you know, a quarter of a rabbit or something, go right on there. So that's that part. I have a cup, a nesting cup. This nesting cup has a lid on it as well. I'm not really doing a review on all these products right now, but these are really awesome products from the Pathfinder store. And I haven't had these things in a fire because I've been camping with Jamie Burlig, and he seems to do all the cooking, so I haven't had this stuff in the fire yet. But you know, I have a 32-ounce bottle and a nesting cup that is, I believe, 25 ounces, 26 ounces. Comes with a bottle lid. You guys have seen this kit. I keep this kit, you know, wherever I'm going. If I have a honey bag, it goes in it. If I have this pack, it goes in the top of this pack. You guys have seen this on film before. It's got snares in it, fire, and this is also a char tin. So that's basically my cooking implements as far as my pack goes. Alright, next in here, I carry a Baco Laplander. Nothing better than a Baco Laplander. You know, the Gerber saws, all that stuff. You know, there's nothing that beats a Baco in my opinion. They're a great piece of kit. You know, everyone I know that's serious about this craft carries a Baco, and there's a reason for that, because they're a great tool. So that's the Baco Laplander there. This is my fire kit. We've been through this before, but I keep steel wool, magnifying lens, fat wood, ferrocerium rods, a Bic lighter, chaga, all kinds of stuff. I think if I don't mention chaga at least once in every video, there's something wrong. There's small pieces of fat wood in here. In this, I keep really big pieces of fat wood, you know, no nonsense. I'm really trying to get a fire going, and I got a wet tinder and things like that. Things just aren't really going good for me. Plus, I have a handkerchief, a cotton bandana. Alright guys, this is more of a wintertime item, and this is probably going to be taken out of my haversack here pretty soon. But this is just a 10 by 20 clear painter's tarp, and what that does is allow me to build a super shelter along with my other tarp or whatever shelter I'm using. As long as I can throw that right in front and seal it up, only giving myself a little bit of an opening to vape the shelter out itself. If anybody's ever been in one of those, they condensate like crazy when you're inside of them, and they get ridiculously hot if you set them up right. Like I said on camera before, I've had them up to 85, 90 degrees before. Alright guys, so what the only other thing in here is my tarp shelter, and this is also a poncho. You can find this at the Pathfinder store as well. It's a silicone impregnated steel nylon poncho that has also a ton of tie outs on it. There's a bunch of tie outs on this thing, and it can be configured in a lot of different ways for shelter. It also is a poncho, like I said, and the poncho hood is really, really huge. So if you're wearing like a brimmed hat or something like that, it'll accommodate that. And the hood itself tucks into a Velcro envelope, so it's not going to get water into the shelter itself, and you can put that on one side. We're going to be doing another video on this by itself as well, so stay tuned for that as well. But what's in here as well is two 3 mil 55-gallon drum liners. So that's there too. So that's pretty much the contents of my haversack kit. Like I said, I got water, I got fire, I got shelter, I got a secondary cutting tool, and then what's on my body. And if you look at the video that's on my site as well, you'll see what I keep on my body at all times, excluding another thing that came from the Hidden Woodsman, which I usually keep in my haversack, but he gave me a belt pouch that I'm trying out and I like it so far. But these items usually go in my haversack kit, and that's a headlamp, and I have spare batteries in this pouch as well, and my compass. And that pouch really accommodates those two items really well. It's very streamlined. I'll get into the camera and show it. Alright guys, so this is the pouch from Hidden Woodsman, and you know, I keep a lighter in here and some spare batteries for my headlamp. My compass goes in there and my headlamp goes in there, but they're on the pack right now. And you know, that really accommodates everything really well. I got another fire source that's in there, and it's really streamlined. It hugs my body. It doesn't seem to get in the way at all. You know, my other belt pouch is on the other side, and that carries a lot more stuff. Alright guys, so like I said, the things that I carry on my body, and you could visit that video on my YouTube channel. It's pretty recent that I did that video. The things that I carry on my body, plus the things in my haversack, you know, that means that I can just kind of pretty much dump my main pack at camp, and then I can go wherever I want to on a short scout, hunting, trapping, fishing around my camping area. And I have the essentials of what I need: water, shelter. If I happen to get separated from my pack at that point, I'm not able to make it back at camp, I'm going to be okay. So this has just been a video showing you guys my haversack kit and how to build a haversack kit. If you like the video, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Liking my video helps me out a lot. Appreciate all your views, comments, and support, and hopefully we'll see you out in the woods. But what I just keep in here is and now they're just playing around with it too. That's what's funny. I don't even think that they're really like on a call.
Beep, 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 beep. Just making music.
Yeah. About a half-mile back is a fire station. This is like what, 627 acres? That all that way. Okay. All right. I'm ready to roll.
Okay. It's still recording.
Okay. All right. So what's in? Ooh. Camera woman is fired.
Damn it.
All right, ready?
I did better without the tripod.
Yeah, are you am I in frame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Yep, you're good.
And a really cool item that I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek on.
Sneak peek.
A sneak peek. I'm going to give you
sneak
right.
peek.
All right, so another item that's in here that I'm going to give you guys. Really, guys? They're just playing with their sirens. That's all they're doing. Okay, so this is the stove that comes with this kit, and I really like this because I've carried this grill stove. Well, you know, just go get a Baco. They're not that much expensive. Yoda speak, I do. Alright, this is kind of more of a wintertime item, but this.
Like, hey Phil, what does this button do?
Yeah. Let's go play with the sirens. We're 5. Okay. Somebody's doing the robot right now, you know. Alright. 3, 2. Alright guys, so the other item. Why did I do that? Bad. I went, Alright guys, we're playing the bongos. Oh my god, what the hell, man? I'm trying to do it fast. That's what the problem is. I'm trying to really speed up. Alright. 3, 2. Didn't have to do that. Look down at the pouch. We're showing the pouch, not face.
Face, pouch, face, pouch.
You're gonna break my tripod. Alright, so just with the things that are on my body, and like I said, if you go to the video that's on my YouTube channel. Now simulcast for the hearing impaired.
Hey, he did about as good a job as that guy hired for the Olympics.
Yeah, I've seen that. All right, 3, 2. All right, guys. So like I said, what I carry on my body, and if you visit my channel, you've seen that video. If you haven't, it's I can't talk. Help! This is a cry for help. I need therapy for my speech.
English lessons. Lessons?
I have English
I
lessons.
do too. I do too.
You need English lessons too, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
I can't read English.
Ruh-roh. Williams wrong ride.